everybody. I'm your girl, Sommer Nicole, your host of the KissTalk podcast. And when I tell you we have a special guest today, I mean, these ladies are phenomenal. They're killing the game in the beauty supply industry. And I just want to introduce to you Dana and Charis of Zoet Beauty Supply.
Hi guys.
I'm so happy to have y'all on the show because I mean y'all are killing it. Y'all have been in the industry for a long time and y'all are doing it as women, as business partners, and I just think it's so good that you guys are doing this because that industry is so dominated with other race and other people that are doing it, and I just think black-owned businesses in the beauty supply industry is a really, really good look. So let's get into the interview because I know a lot of people want to know how you all got started. You know, how the journey has been since you guys have been entrepreneurs in the beauty supply industry. So, kind of tell us about who came up with the idea to have a beauty supply store.
Sure. So basically one day, a long time ago, maybe 2016-ish, maybe 2015, we were looking for a product that I use, and this is at the time where Charis lived in the city.
Okay.
So we actually went to a few beauty supply stores, and they were all really small and didn't have the product. We had to travel maybe like 30 minutes out to actually go find this product. So then we were like, why are all of these? We are the people who support it, but we don't own it. Because actually, only 3% are black owned.
Okay.
And we are supported by, we're supported by 98% of, African Americans.
Yes.
So that's how the idea came about. Because one, we wanted to also change the customer service that we also receive in the industry.
Yes.
So that's how it started. And we just started from there. We started doing research, and it just,
Yes.
we kept being consistent.
Yeah. So kind of tell us about the process. So when you guys said y'all were looking for this product, you couldn't find the product. So kind of, and then when you were looking for the product, you felt that the customer service wasn't there, correct?
Yeah.
So kind of tell us about the journey of starting the beauty supply store. Like, how did you guys get the funding, or how did you come up with the process of it all?
Yeah. You want to start?
Sure. Great question. So I'll start actually with the number one question, which is the funding. We actually self-funded, which was very, very
awesome.
difficult. Well, actually, I would recommend a different lane if you can. There are so many programs, grants, even loans sometimes for low interest rates that you can get as a minority, whether it's woman-owned, black-owned, veteran-owned. And so I would recommend actually taking that route versus using your personal savings or getting loans in your personal name if you can help it. We actually had a hard time in the beginning trying to find funding, but the programs are out there. So
yes.
We would love to be a beacon of hope if we can to help people try to find some of those resources. So that's the first thing. The second thing is trying to find the location, and there are lots of open spots to lease. And so that's not an issue, but the issue is finding one that's not too close to some of our counterparts that are of other races so that you can actually get the accounts that you need to be competitive and survive in the industry. That's a whole nother ballgame.
Yes.
So it took quite some time, some
2
years
years
actually, to find somewhere that we could actually open up and get some of the stuff that we actually needed without being, catapulted out of the entire industry. So that's the second one.
And that's good information for the people to know because I mean a lot of times a lot of people save up their money and feel like that's the only way to get funding by just doing it themselves, but I mean it's a lot of funding out there for entrepreneurs, black owned businesses like yourselves. And that's good information that you guys shared with our guests. So kind of tell us about when you guys got the funding. What happened after that? So you found a location.
Yes.
How did you get your products?
Yeah, so that pretty much came pretty easy. The hardest part, well, when you first open, every area is different. And I mean, even from Atlanta, the east side is different from the west side, or where your demographics or the average household income. So every store that you open will be slightly different. So when we first opened, you have to get to know your customers. So we did have products, but we didn't have exactly, as we got to know the customers and what they wanted, we had to kind of put stuff on sale and switch that out.
Yes.
And as you're in the industry, you'll hear people come in and they were asked for a lot of stuff over and over again. So we had to pivot from the initial inventory that we had into other inventory. So that was the major issue with the inventory in general. But once you're in there and you open up another store, you kind of already know the basics and some of the stuff you may not even think about. Like, for instance, I don't color my hair or anything like that. So it's certain things you may not think about just because you don't use it. However, when people come in, like for instance, people who color their hair with that have gray hair,
Yes.
they'll ask for certain products, and I didn't know it was a such thing as a gray booster that goes
Wow,
inside
yeah.
of the gray products
Uh-huh.
to help boost it. I'm like, can't you just put the color on there? But you learn all of that, but I ain't got gray hair yet. Yet. So things like that come along that you just
Yes.
have to pivot and just bring it in, because I mean, if people are asking for it, that means it's something that's on demand.
Exactly.
But getting the actual products was easy. Now the hair is a different category in our industry, and what we mean by hair: crochet hair, track hair. We have our own line of virgin hair.
That's great.
And we actually came out with our own line of the locks as well, because
That's
a
awesome.
popular account didn't want to give us.
Okay.
Yeah, so she actually has some in now. They didn't want to give us the account, so we was like, okay, we're gonna come out with our own. And when you see the packaging, it is legit. Like
Yes.
it's not like a.
Yes.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know that it was
It's
our
not beauty
own brand.
supply here.
Yes, it's not. It's not. It's definitely,
Not
legit.
saying beauty, nothing wrong with beauty supply hair, but
right.
coming out with your own
Mhm.
quality of hair
Mhm.
is amazing.
Mhm.
So okay, so when you did that,
Mhm.
and like I want to know more about the partnership.
Yeah.
How did you guys find each other?
That is a great question. So we've known each other actually from grade school, and sometimes we get the grade mixed up. But we've known each other for a long time, long before we went off to college and all of that. So we kind of were rejoined by, well, some may say fate, and some people may say just by being around some of the similar people. But we definitely discovered that we had a similar, knack for business. We already were kind of in business. We were just doing it for someone else. She was definitely growing a business for another corporation, and I was pretty much doing the same in another element.
Awesome.
And so when we discovered there was a need in the industry, we were like, hey, let's try to use our skill set to do something for ourselves. And I can honestly say, people always say, how do you make it with a friend in business? Like, y'all not falling out, y'all not. I'm like, no. So
And it's the ladies.
Yeah. So I think what we have learned to do, and we're still learning each other, right? So it's a learning process, but I think we both made a commitment to doing what's best for the business. And also, if someone does say something that you don't agree with, it's okay. Or if you say something that you probably shouldn't have said, you can apologize and come back and still get back on track. Like, don't be butthurt about everything. Ladies, gentlemen, whoever. But yeah, I think we've learned to do that and just, again, do what's best for the business. And also, it's okay when you need to take a break. I tell her all the time, you're not feeling well, it's all right. Take a break and let's come back, because you're still a person when you walk away from here in this business.
Most definitely.
So yeah.
And also communication is so important
Yes.
in relationships, especially with partnerships.
Mhm.
And a lot of people don't understand how important that is.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're feeling some type of way,
Mhm.
she needs to understand how you feel in business.
Yes.
And I commend you both of you, for being able to make it this far in the business that you guys are in as Black owned women in this industry. So I really commend you guys for that.
Yes, thanks.
So tell us some more about where you're from. So where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Sure.
Yeah, good question. So I was born in Savannah, but I wasn't raised there. My mom and dad met in Savannah, Georgia. Then I grew up in Sparta, Georgia. I went from Sparta, Georgia to Milledgeville, Georgia, which is where I went to school with Dana.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just found out y'all are Southern Belles.
Yeah, we are Southern Belles. Yeah.
Got the country swing.
Yes, I love it. So Milledgeville is the home. And did you guys go to, so you all went to college together?
No.
No.
I was the only person that came up here from my hometown to Georgia State. Didn't know nobody, not one soul.
Okay, so that's what brought you into the Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I knew I wanted to come to Atlanta since 106 in Park.
Okay.
Look, since elementary, I'm like, I'm going to Atlanta.
Yes.
Yeah.
And to this day, I'm still a travel water outsides girl. So Savannah State is where I could go to an HBCU and actually be by the water. I think it may be one of the only not black owned HBCUs by the water in Georgia, where I could actually get the funding that I needed and not be in debt and still have fun, still network, but still get a great education. So
Most
after
definitely.
that, I was employed by a company here, and then I moved to Atlanta at the end of 2011.
Oh, awesome.
And that's when we started to
Yeah.
reconnect, because both of us was finishing up college. Well, I was finishing up college. She was already out of college.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we kind of reconnected, and we was hanging out, and then we saw a need, and then we went from there. And then the business was born.
Yes. So how did you guys tell me about some of the challenges that you faced through, being not I hate to keep saying black owned, but just
Mhm.
black owned business in the supply industry, beauty
Yeah.
supply industry. What's some of the challenges you guys
Yeah.
face?
So, well, I will say some, and then if you have some too, you
Sure,
can go
sure.
ahead as well. So, one of the major ones, is that, well, I'll start with the smaller ones. So you know how every industry has their magazine.
Hmm.
90% of it's in Korean. Like it's
Yes.
yeah. They may have like one or two articles that's written in English beside it. A lot of them, when you go to the trade show, some of them don't speak English, so they have to go run and get somebody else. So it's a language barrier there.
Yes.
And they don't really understand. Like if I'm going to them asking for something like a product to do something that, hey, are y'all creating this? Or they don't understand what the products are being used for.
Hmm.
So a lot of times we have to do our own research and figure out stuff.
Yes.
Versus, in most industries, you can rely on the company to be able to tell you more about stuff. So there's definitely a disconnect there. It's also a disconnect with us being able to get the accounts that we need.
Yes.
For instance, they will give them terms in 30, 60, 90 days. We got no terms starting out.
Oh,
Everything had to be paid for upfront. Like
Mhm.
everything. Nothing was terms. We're just now getting terms with some companies. We've been open since 2019.
yes.
Mhm.
So, and of course that can be a major indicator, like as far as like the margins at the beginning. But yeah, so that was one of the other things that actually hindered us. And then also too, just the inconsistency. A lot of the rules that they give that are actually there, they don't go by it with them, but with us they go by it.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, there's nothing that nobody regulates the industry. Meaning, if they say you can't be too close to another beauty supply store, there's no guideline to say, hey, if it's 3, 5, 10 miles, it's just up to their discretion.
Hmm.
So we had one account that actually told us, hey, you're not too close to the store. And they said that they were just gonna give us a really high minimum. And that high minimum was like 50,000. They thought we weren't gonna get the money. We got the money. And we was calling them like literally every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They did not pick up for like a whole year.
Mm.
And then they finally sent us an email saying that, oh, y'all are too close to the other store. And I was like, well, did the road move? Like, we literally
Yeah.
have that in email writing saying,
Yeah.
so it's stuff like that, and we still don't have that account to this day.
That's
But
sad.
yeah, yeah.
And do you feel like it's a trust factor, or do you feel like it's I mean, what do you honestly feel
Oh
like
no,
it
we have
is?
had other Asian stores that I see at the vendors sometimes. They'll literally flat out tell us it's because we're black.
Oh,
And they're not saying
yeah.
that to be racist to me. They're just literally
Yeah.
telling the
Just
truth.
in
Yeah,
general.
they was like,
Yeah.
they're not going to give you the account because you're black.
Yeah.
They will literally say it to my, but they're not coming from a hateful way. They're just literally telling me how the industry
Yes.
is for certain accounts.
And that's I mean that's honesty for us though.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
I mean we can't if you're telling me in my face that it's
Mhm.
because of my race,
Mhm.
all right,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing I can do about
Nothing
it.
we can do about it.
Race of face.
Well,
Remember
that I mean it's sad that we all have to go through that in
Mhm.
all different industries,
Mhm.
but it is what it is, and we have to just keep fighting and keep it going, keep it
Yeah.
moving. All right, tell us about your marketing strategies. Like, how did you market your business, to the masses, to the people that are
Mhm.
coming in and out of your store? How did you all get the attraction?
Yeah, great question. And by the way, the disclaimer is that constantly changes because technology is changing. So we're always learning new ways to tackle. But in the beginning and up to now, we have done direct marketing, such as direct mailers out to the homes and the zip codes that are around us. We have been featured on a few, well, at least one billboard. No, actually, a few billboards. There's a digital billboard by our second store that they, were helping us trying to get some visibility
Mhm.
out there in that area. We've done, of course, social media
Mhm.
marketing, whether it
Okay.
be Instagram, just trying to do things on Facebook with Meta. Dana actually has helped us get a TikTok shop now, so we'll hopefully be doing some things there. But of course, that'll give us more visibility.
Yes.
Mhm.
We are so thankful for our customer base because a lot of this is genuine from them, just them posting and sharing things just to help get the word out there.
Yes.
And several times, many times now, we've gone viral by someone that we didn't even know came in to post us or record something. And we're like, wait a minute. It was like, oh, I saw y'all, you did. You know,
Yes.
we're not knowing until we run into it, right? But
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for our community and people that are out here to support us.
Yes.
We have passed out flyers for different things here and there. We walk around with a stack of cards in our purses, even now that, you know, it's 20% off coupon codes. But yeah, so we try different means to get the word out. We have partnered with people like you who are so, you know, so nice enough to bring us on your, you know, your podcast or on the radio.
Yes.
We've been featured in a magazine. So any opportunity almost there. I mean, we're not, it's not above or beneath us. We try to get out there and try to get the word. Cause that's like one of the number one things that we hear. We didn't know you guys were there. So that tells us that is, although we're doing things, there's still so many more people to reach.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I really do.
A lot of times it comes naturally too as well. Like we'll literally have people walk in the door already filming. And then keep in mind too that we opened in 2019.
Yes.
So that was like
still current.
right before the pandemic. So when the pandemic hit, we were allowed to stay open because we were not a city yet. So Mapleton just became a city, by the way. And so we didn't have to close. So we were like one of the few, like I think it was like one or two beauty supply stores that were allowed to stay open in Georgia during that time. And so we literally were able to stay open. And a lot of people found out about us then, and we were so tired. Like people were flooding. People were driving like 2 hours just to come to the beauty supply store because, of course, we always got to look good. Even if we're sitting at home, like we're going to always do something with our hair.
Yes.
So a lot of people found out about us during the pandemic. And then those people became loyal customers because we do for every $75 that you spend with us, we give back $5 to spend in the store.
Okay, y'all heard that.
Look, so
You heard that.
we give back discounts.
Yeah.
So a lot of those people got locked in from there.
Yes, that's so amazing. And kind of tell us more about the industry now. Like currently, is it what's the current status in the beauty industry, in the beauty supply industry right now?
Yeah. So I guess.
Well, I can go. Yeah. So basically, across the board, the whole industry is down by 30%.
Okay.
And we can tell when that happens because the reps from all of the accounts, if the industry is up, you don't see them because they're so busy processing orders. They don't even have to go out and fish for sales. But at least 3 to 5 times a week, we see reps come in that are like, "Hey, we got this new product." And we like, we don't care, but not saying we don't care, but you get the point. The industry is down, so you have to be conservative when it's down. Unfortunately, we see 5 to 10 Black-owned ones close down per month. So yeah, this year has been really hard on the industry in general. We actually seen some Asian ones close as well, but at least 5 to 10 because we're all inside of a Facebook group.
Okay.
And I mean from here, Canada, Virgin Islands, Mexico, like we're all inside of one Facebook group. Not everybody, but you get majority of us. And literally every month we see so many close down. Like it's a survival game right now at the moment.
That's sad. But y'all are still open.
Yeah.
And how are you maintaining that? How are you guys maintaining that with it being 30% down right now?
Yeah, I'll just kind of go back to what Dana said about just the authentic level of service that we provide. And people will come for that. I mean, sometimes we don't have everything. In fact, most times we don't have everything. You know, we're missing some things, I'm sure, right now. However, people know that we do our best to provide, you know, the products that they have, but most importantly, again, that level of service. They know they can come, they can, you know, expose whatever products or issues they have. You know, we're gonna genuinely give a great answer. We're just not in there to push off any products or sales. Like we have a genuine interest in the people, and they know they can come there and get that. We hear everything, hair problem stuff that has nothing to do with hair, nails, you know, family stuff. Like, look, girl, let's get it together.
Right,
you know,
right. They come in to
get
visit
it
us.
together. Yeah. So it's more than just a beauty supply. We have a family type of environment in there, and so people come if for no other reason for that. So
you all are hands-on. So if I come to your store, you are actually there. Or do you have your employees? Do you have employees there all the time, or are you guys hands-on with your customers?
Great question. So it's a little bit of both. We are there sometimes to do admin or just to engage sometimes with the customers. Or yesterday, for example, we did a pop-up shop with someone who's interested in getting her products in our store, but we went to make sure that we're going live with her and learning more about what she has to offer in case we do bring in her products in the store. So point is, we are there sometimes, but we do have a very, very good team. And we make sure that they get training, ongoing training about different things, just taking their time to read the products front and back to make sure that they know enough to be knowledgeable about the things that the customers are asking for. So
That's
our
awesome.
team is very, 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 because we can't be everywhere at once, right?
And
Yes.
in order to grow, you have to be able to separate yourself from the daily
Most
activities.
definitely.
But we don't get so far out of touch that we're never there. Like, we love to actually be there. I love to see the customers from when we first open.
And their
they're
reaction.
still shopping with us. And they're like, oh, I haven't seen you. I'm like, I know. I'm here now, though. We miss you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay, if you can tell us, you know, what's your social medias,
Yeah.
so that people can know where they can find you. That way we can, you know, engage.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we're actually Zoet Beauty Supply on all platforms such as TikTok, social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. The only one I think is Zoet Beauty is on Twitter. But we're there. You can find us. You can also shop online, everyone, at ZoetBeautySupply.com. That's ZOET beautysupply.com.
Yes. So what's some of your future plans? Are you all expanding? What's some of your future plans that you have in 2024?
Yeah. So currently, of course, we have 2 stores. We have one in Mableton and one in Stonecrest. We are looking for multiple locations, but like we said, finding the right location takes time. We still have not hit the initial goal that we wanted, which was inside of 285. So we're still working on that. We've been looking for inside of 285 since 2017.
Yes.
So that's still in the works. We want to strengthen our partnerships. So we already allow local vendors to come in, and we can work out something with putting their products in the store. So if anybody has products that they're trying to get into stores, they can reach out to us because we can help put you on the map. And actually, we have quite a few that they started in our store, and now they're in 5 or 6 different beauty supply stores. We teach you how to approach other beauty supply stores to get in. So that we're looking to do more trainings and, you know, tutorials in the store, more hands-on events, and partnerships with some of our vendors that we're actually in the work with now.
Awesome. I think that's so amazing. Those are good goals to have. Expansion is always great.
Yeah.
You know, and so I want to just introduce to you guys St. Royale vodka. How does it taste right
It
now?
is very, very refreshing. So
Good.
very, very refreshing.
Get a few more sips
gonna-
because we want to get into the kiss talk. Our kiss and tell. This is a new I guess a new thing that we're starting, kiss and tell, because we want to kind of get it a little bit more exciting and get to know more about our guests, because you know we like to get to know them as asking questions and stuff like that, but sometimes we kind of want to get into a little bit more details, like your personality and who y'all are, you know, what y'all like. So let's say work or play. Which one?
Which one we like the best?
Yes.
I like
Work
to play.
or play.
I don't like to work.
Okay.
I want to play.
Of course, play. If I can add a little bit of work and networking while I'm playing it, okay.
And we play all day.
Yeah, all day.
Sometimes we play too much.
Look, because actually we could go travel
Yeah, right.
and
There
it
you
still
go.
work. So we could do work and play at the same time.
Yes.
I don't see nothing wrong with
Girl,
that.
we play in the store, like at the beauty spot.
Matter of fact, I don't even think we would not have been here today if we didn't play, because some of the stuff we played about, y'all would have cried. Y'all would have straight cried. Like, I'm talking about money being lost and
Listen,
everything.
listen,
And the
no
amount
story.
of stuff that was lost, or the amount of money, y'all would have been crying. And we was just
didn't
like,
talk about that. We're gonna say that for another time. Like, oh my
yeah,
God.
we just gonna laugh. Like, I'm
Okay.
gonna make a joke about everything, because I'm not gonna be sitting there crying. Like,
Right. But you know
Yes,
what? That's
yes,
awesome,
yes.
because y'all came in here with
Yeah.
such amazing energy, and y'all not even showing the things that you guys just went through, and I just
Okay.
commend that as well. Okay, love or friendship?
love.
I would say love, because I love my friends, and even with my love, the love of my life, it started with the friendship. So I
Yes.
would say love. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about? Okay, I know your answer. Your answer. But cats or dogs?
Oh, see, I'm with her on this one. Dogs for sure.
I can't do cats. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be honest with you. I
I
cannot.
I don't know
do
cat
cats.
either, because they be crawling everywhere. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, get off my stove.
No, I cannot do a cat.
Yeah.
I will go crazy.
Right. Give me a dog. Give me a little roof roof.
Not the woofers.
Give me a little
What
roof
kind of
roof.
dog do you have?
He exotic.
Tell him what that means, Dana.
First of all, I rescued him.
Aw.
He's
So He's mixed with a little, well, the vets don't know, but it was like, he's like mixed with a wiener, border collie, terrier-ish. And I'm not doing no DNA test. 'Cause what he need to know for? I don't want to know. He's cute, and that's all that matters. But to be honest, I only got him because he really looks. I had a full-blooded border collie, and he looks exactly like my full-blooded border collie from growing up. Same coat and everything.
Really?
Yes, I know he has border collie in him, but he's just gonna stay exotic. He's not a mutt. He's exotic.
Okay.
Well, there
go
we have it,
to
ladies and gentlemen.
What's his name?
His name is Gotti Dundale Hawkins.
I love it. Okay. Let's get into the next one. Summer or winter?
Summer.
Well, summer.
I like to be naked.
Summer breeze.
Yeah. You like to be naked?
I don't like clothes.
I don't like clothes either, of course.
Oh, y'all like to be naked.
Yeah. Bare minimum.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with the summertime. We can go to the beach. We can do all kind of stuff. Well, we can do that year round, but summertime is just
Popping.
And that's when I get my tan. The joke this morning was, I said I'm light brown. They're like,
No, you're not.
you're light skin. I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'm a couple of shades off because it's the winter time. So
yeah, the wintertime it makes you a little lighter than what you want to be.
Yeah.
But all right, so I really want to just say thank y'all for being on the show. I really enjoyed y'all. Y'all are so amazing, and I feel like I want to know what advice can y'all give to women or men that are wanting to enter the beauty supply industry. Like, what kind of advice can y'all give to them? And if you want to look into that camera,
Sure.
Go
ahead.
I would say it's never, ever, ever, ever too early to start. I think we had some ideas long before we actually stepped out and actually did anything. And even when we had the concept of our business, we should have been marketing long before it started. So that's my quick summary. It's never too early to start. I don't care if you don't have $1 in your pocket. You can come up with ideas. You can find resources. You can talk to people, and just see what they think about it. And you can always get out there and market yourself for free.
Yes. So, and I would say, and I tell everybody this: if you have a dream of doing something, do something about it every day. I do not care if you literally watch a 30-second TikTok every day. Like, do something towards it every day. I don't care if you read a small article. I don't care if you watch a short YouTube video. Work on it every day. So that way you get in the habit of being an entrepreneur. Because every day with entrepreneurship, you're going to be working. It's not one day since we thought of that idea that I have not literally thought about something. Because even I was on a cruise one time. I'm texting stars like, hey, what's going on with this? Like, it's never a time that we're not working. So work on something every single day. Be consistent, but also pivot when you need to.
Y'all better say it in the mic. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate you guys for being on the show. Thanks to St. Royal Vodka for having you all as well today. Can you tell us how does it taste?
Look, it is very seriously. It is very, very, very refreshing. It's light. It doesn't really taste like hard vodka. It tastes like, I guess, a drink. It's just a nice, refreshing drink. A tea, which is good. So I better be careful, right, before it sneaks up on me.
Oh yeah, it will sneak up on you.
but it really is good. I will definitely be looking to purchase, and we'll talk later about some other opportunities as to where I think we can get it here in Atlanta.
Awesome. We really appreciate that. Thank y'all, and I wish the best for you all. I want you guys, I just want to say you guys are amazing women, and a lot of people can learn from you, and I'm inspired by you all. So I just thank y'all for being on our show and on our platform, and that is a wrap for Kiss Talk Podcast.
Yes. Love it.